In this class, we will study good psychological tools to aid in building relationship with the people for the success of Heavenly Travel Messiahs. True parents told us to explore the philosophy of living human beings in order to guide people. Let's read the True Parents' word together. You have to explore the philosophy of living human. Always think about how you can lead those people to me or to our group. You have to explore the philosophy of living human following through parents. Well, today I am sharing a district assessment chart which examined pupils' behavior pattern. Knowing this will make it much easier for you to be successful in leading a home group or 43 family travel groups. On the Dix chart, there are four behavior patterns. This personality type assessment describes human behavior pattern. It is divided into four categories: dominance, Dtype; influence, I-type; steadiness, S-type; and compliance, C-type. Look at the picture here. These pupils are showing different personality types. The DISC assessment is a great tool for identifying human behavior patterns. Understanding yourself and others better can help you maintain good relationships for successful activities and a successful life. It makes it easier for you to relate to others if you know pupils' behavior type, in particular, knowing the behavioral patterns of the family members you encounter every day can soften your relationships with them. However, this behavior type does not represent an absolute assessment of a person. Nor does it mean that the categories are superior or inferior to each other. All behavior types have strengths and weaknesses, and people can improve their type behaviors as they develop and train themselves. Okay, what do you think of when you see the following picture? You are trying to pick out the best student at an animal school. But how can fish and dog climb a tree to the top and become the best student? As for fishy, in rivers or seas, they can just show their best ability, right? How about you? Where are you? Where will you be able to obtain the best result? It is very important to aware of this, that this assessment can be a big help here. For example, the D types, which is a leading type, is a person who takes initiative in everything, overcomes obstacles, and creates an environment of himself. In order to achieve results, D-type people like a quick result, challenge, and lead other people actions. They are also manager style owner who make quick decisions to solve problems and show good leadership skill. The I type is very sociable. This is a person who can persuade others. They like to create a fun environment. They also like to meet people, entertained with their good speaking skill, and are passionate about friendship and harmonious relationships. Another quality, I type have optimism about everything. The S-type person act in pursuit of stability. In order to solve problems at work, they like to cooperate with others and make sure work operation runs smoothly. They listen to others and work well with them to solve problems. C-type pupils are prudent type. They are analytical, seek accuracy in their work, and are interested in detail. They display a critical trait in performing their job. It is a style of indirectly or preparistically approaching complex within themselves or their organization. If you get to know people through this disc analysis, you will have a very good relationships with them. Then let's find out how to do the assessment. First of all, you need to find out about yourself. Start by checking your score on the chart you have. Through learning and practicing your behavior type, you can learn how to analyze other people's behavior type. What is my personality type? The score needs to be written out under each respective column using the following format: 4, 3, 2, 1. The score should be described like 3, 2, 1, 4, for example, not using the same number more than once like 1, 3, 3, 4, or leaving blank like 1, 2, 3, a blank. Write the total score for each line in 1, 2, 3, and 4, total of 150. I Dtype 1 Dtype, 2 I type, 3 S type, 4 C type. A score of 39 or more is your personality type. A score of 39 or more is your personality type. The highest score is your main personality type. The graph can be an example. When looking at the two highest scores, the first is seen as an ID type, and as in the second table, it is understood as a DC type. Let's analyze the D-type personality. The D-type person is a dominant type, goal-oriented and result-oriented. They are enthusiastic but have a tendency to dominate others. They are leaders, pioneers, explorers, mediators, problem solvers. The D types are 3% of the entire population. The weakness of D types persons a tendency to be confrontational, controversial, and contrary. Their fears are resistance from others and being used by others. How do D-type people like to be treated? D-type people prefer that others explain problems in a simple, direct way. They like to be asked what to do rather than how to do because they focus on outcome rather than process. In situation, they are interested in making decisions according to what the end result might be. One should speak to them based on fact rather than feelings. What are I-type people like? They are sociable and inspiring. It's fun to be around them. They are popular and usually well dressed. Yeah? They are persuasive and have a tendency to influence the other around them. Their atmosphere lifts. They are fascinated, optimistic, emotional, sentimental, and impulsive. I types are 12% of the population. Their weaknesses are a tendency to focus on popularity rather than result, missing detail and specifics, disorganization and dislike organizational frameworks. I type like to be in front of the crowd therefore. They are popular instructors and suitable speakers, very suitable speakers. On the other hand, they fear being rejected or excluded socially. How do I-type people like to be treated? I-type people like when others support their ideas and feelings, give them the opportunity to talk, and acknowledge their achievement. They like to share their ideas and experience with others. I-type people love it when they are given chance to influence or motivate others and people respond to them in a likewise kind and cheerful manner. What are S-type people like? S-type are stable type. They are good listeners, team players, executors, and collaborators. They are warm, understanding, patient, trustworthy, and loyal to the organization. These kind of people do not easily live in organization of which they have been a long-time member. Some weaknesses of S-types are the following: dislike change, unclear priorities, and a strong desire for self-ownership. They fear losing stability the most. 69% of the population are S-type. How do X-type people like to be treated? They like it when others show genuine interest in them as human beings. When others express appreciation generously, when others answer questions on how, when their roles are clearly defined, and when others present ideas, change and feedback in a kind, sensitive manner. When are C-type people like? The C-type are discreet. They are serious-minded people. They are researchers, organizers, and devisers. They think very deeply about things and like information and think to be accurate. They are systematic. They are very systematic and have high standard. The weakness of C types are getting catch up and detail too much and missing big picture. They can be critical with the tendency to find out the shortcomings of others. C-type people fear criticism about their work or effort. How do C-type people like to be treated? C-type people like to receive accurate information for understanding things. They also like others to patiently listen when they attempt to explain things. They like it when people agree with their opinion fact, based on fact rather than feelings. They are independent people and like to be give their own space. Okay, please, we have a meeting. This is meeting style. So, what do you learn through this process? What are the characteristics that represent you? What are the strengths and weakness of your behaviors? Write down all the behavior type of your home group members. What are some of the behaviors you have that you think may affect inconvenience the home? What can you do to make a great contribution to the home? Who is the most difficult person to deal with? How will you treat them in order to create an excellent trinity or become a heavenly travel messiahs? With this content, it is up to you now to decide how you will develop your strength, weakness, or change any uncomfortable characteristic you may have in a way that will benefit you and your home group. Okay, I have shared this assessment method with you. Which type do you belong to and when does your work efficiently improve? We shouldn't finish this with just an analysis. After applying this, you need to have a meeting. In the next chapter, you should take some time to think how you will treat others. After checking the DISC assessment at the home group meeting to evaluate yourself. Thank you. Thank you very much for your lesson. Thank you.